This is my 2009 Saturn Ore, and I bought this thing sight unseen. It looks pretty good on the outside, but I need to figure out what needs to be replaced so that way I can flip it for a profit. Now, going straight inside the car, the interior is really not that bad. It is a panel broken, it's a panel missing. It's actually my fault. This is an old lady car, so a red cushion comes with the vehicle. And as you can see, we got the spare tire in the back right there. But overall, the car interior is pretty decent shape, and it comes with a sunroof. So let's check out the rest of this car. Now, the paint job is actually not that bad. This car actually really looks good on the outside and the inside. As you can see, it's an XE model. The windows is already tinted, and it looks like right here the tail light needs to be replaced. Coming along the side, yeah, we look like we got a little gap on the gas tank action, and also on the panel right here, the back bumper. And yes, indeed, the tail light is cracked, so we need to replace that. And going on the side here, well, we got foldable mirrors. We might replace the side markers, and we need some more hubcaps. But other than that, it's really not that bad. So I got one more thing to show you, so let's go back in the inside. Now, going back inside the car, the driver's seat is actually broken. You wouldn't be able to tell by the naked eye, but once you sit in the car, you're going to fall back into the back seat. It's pretty funny because I wasn't expecting it once I got inside of this car. Now, lifting the seat up, I'm going to be able to push it straight down. And as you can see, me pushing this thing is not supposed to be like that. You got the lean back motion. So we most definitely got to fix that, or just take it out and replace it. Now I need to open the trunk, so I'm about to crawl through here because it's not working with the button. Now, looking at the lock, the bottom part actually doesn't look too bad. It's moving around easily. Now, looking at the top, well, this part is kind of beat up. So it looks really bad. It looks kind of bent in place, to be honest. So it looks like I'm going to have to replace this. This might be the issue why the trunk is not unlatching when hitting the button. So we most definitely probably got to replace that. Now, moving along to the interior, as you can see, we got a lot of lights on this thing. We have service brakes, we have the airbag, we have the low oil, we have pretty much everything. Every light that you can think of is on this car. So we need to figure out what's going on, get up under the hood, and hopefully it's not too bad. So the first thing we're going to check is the antifreeze, the coolant, and it doesn't look pretty good. Looks like it's been in there for a long time, and we most definitely going to have to flush this thing maybe a few times. Moving on to the brake fluid, well, it's actually no brake fluid in here at all, like none. So I'm pretty sure it's a ton of air in the lines. We're gonna have to pump all of that out. Now let's move on to the undercarriage. And underneath, the rack and pinion is busted. And so is the oil pan. So as you can see underneath, it's pretty bad, but not too bad. It's oil all over the place, so we most definitely got to get this cleaned up. But so far, it's looking like the oil pan or maybe just the gasket is bad. So we got to figure that out. It's looking like it's the rack and pinion as well, but hopefully it's the pump. And we just got to do a lot of cleaning under here and test it out to see what's really going on first. Checking out the rest of the mechanics of the car, these brakes, it's actually not that bad. It's a lot of surface rust on them, but overall it's not too bad, and the pass is pretty decent on this side. So let's go ahead and check out the back. You never know what's going on the back of this thing. This right here is actually needs to be replaced. It's a lot of rust on it, and as you can see, it's pretty thin. The pass is wear down, and on the back it's warped, so that most definitely need to go. Checking out the other side, these brakes most definitely has to go. And as you can see, it's actually no brake pads on this thing at all. So this is probably where all the air is coming in the line. So most definitely the caliper is going to have to be replaced, the rotor and the pads on this one right here. More than likely the whole back half of the car. Now moving up to the front, yep, the rotor is not too bad as well. Just a lot of surface rust. You can tell this thing has been sitting. And the pads, not looking too bad, but we're most definitely going to replace those. So new pads on the front and pads and rotors on the back with a brand new caliper.
24 hours in a day, what the fuck you gonna say? Pick a lane, man, you gotta choose one. It's what they used to tell me every day. Caught a few along the way, don't be afraid if you gotta lose one. I'm trying to take it higher, the boy is on fire. He preaching to the choir, you know that. Never been a liar, the boy is on fire. I'll take it to the wire, you know that. Reach back, had to grab me a hit. I'm on the clock, game time, it's like I'm drafting a pick. Like a genie, I could grant you a wish. I'm so drunk, I just might smoke something if they pass me the shit. I gotta slow down, plenty of it here to make it go around. They was going slow and so I drove around. Ain't no fucking question, of course I hold it down. Of course I hold it down. All I ever knew, this ain't no news. If you know Jerry, that's the way I am. Shut the door on me like when you signing out of AIM. I come back just to fuck them up, I promise I ain't playing, man. I do what I want.
So after letting the car down, I noticed that the driver's side headlight was not working. So I decided to go ahead and take that thing apart to see if we can finally get at least one thing fixed on the episode today. So we had to take this black cover off. It was a few bolts and screws, but I most definitely got it off. Once I got it off, I started taking apart the headlight. Well, I had to take the bottom part of the bumper off and the headlight finally came out. Once I got the headlight out, it took me a little bit because it was a kind of a tight spot. So I just used my flathead screwdriver to get the light bulb out. And here it is right here. Here's the light bulb. It actually doesn't look too bad, but I'm going to replace it anyways. So while I'm at it, I'm about to go ahead and read the fuse box to check out where the actual fuse is located for the headlights. I pulled it and it actually is not blown, so we good to go. So put it back in place. Let's hop into the car to see if this thing works. Well, we got one light on. Let's see if we get another one. And as you can see, I did not get all of them to click on. So I'm about to check it out now, and it had to be something, maybe just the connection is not all the way done. And as you can see, I was right. The connection was not all the way connected. So the headlight is good. The headlight is fixed. We finally fixed something. So as you can see, our 2009 Saturn Ore is really not that bad. The paint is actually in really good condition. And also, we kind of figured out what we need to do on this car. As we already know, the inside of the car is really not that bad. Yes, we have that broken panel right there. But like I said, you already know that's going to get fixed. Yes, it was an old lady car. And we still got the red cushion. So, I mean, I guess that's kind of good luck. Yes, this thing is on a donut, but you already know we're going to get the tire repaired. And of course, it comes with a sunroof. The leather interior is nice, so it's not too bad, man. Moving along to the back, as you can see, this is an XE model, so we do have the V6. The windows are tinted. Yes, we do got to replace the tail light. Really not that bad. We do have to fill in a few of those gaps, adjust a few things on the gas tank. Also the back bumper, we need to lift that up to close that gap, and of course replace the tail light like I said before. And on the side, it's actually pretty clean, man. The body is actually really good. We might have to go ahead and replace these side markers and most definitely get some more hubcaps. Other than that, the car is good, so stay tuned for the series, and I'm gonna see you next episode.